let's just give you a little bit of a tutorial if you need it. I don't think you do, but I'll give it to you anyway. This part of the year in the NFL, it's a tease. It's a tease because everybody's in action in June. The question is how much action and who's in action. Because NFL teams convene and they have organized team activities. It can take the form of actual practices and scrimmages. And the question is how much work do you get done? As Dan Campbell said today about the hard work that might be done in Lions organized team activities, his quote was, "We're in pajamas." Now, a coach, when he says that, doesn't mean like you're going to see, you're searching up on X or TikTok or Instagram for a video of Aiden Hutchinson in like onesie footy pajamas. Okay, like that's not what
they make them that big.
By the way, it would be great. No, that's how coaches refer to not being in pads and in shells and things of that nature. You're in pajamas. So the question is how much work you're really going to get done in pajamas. But it's also, an organized team activity, maybe like the Buffalo Bills, Sean McDermott talking about dodgeball. It's about getting together and being together and becoming one as a team. And then there's obviously something in between where you do actual drills and actual 7-on-7s or 11-on-11s, and you get some reps in that actually can help, and you start building towards becoming a team with organized activities.
That's how it works.
That's how it works. And, of course, the question always rises. Who's there? Who's not? Why aren't they there? 3 of my favorite coaching cliches. I say it all the time. In case you're new here, they are the following. 1, it is what it is. Right? 2, I don't have a crystal ball. How can I tell the future? I don't have a crystal ball. Okay. And then, of course, 3 is control only what you can control. That's it. I can control only what I control. Everything's out of my control if I don't have it in my control. And that gets substituted for this very time of year. I'm not. I'm only talking about the guys that are here.
I love that one.
Only talking about the guys that are here, guys and ladies, because I'm not going to get into the whole concept of contractual business. I'm just the head coach. I'm just a caveman. And that's how we bring things to the Dallas Cowboys today. Hey, sir, how many times have I told everybody from this chair, you're going to have to pay CeeDee Lamb? It's going to happen. You're not identifying one of the best players at his position in the National Football League at the age of his wide open window of immense success as an 88 clubber, putting things on a stat sheet over and over again, maybe in this window of opportunity that places him in a Hall of Fame conversation. And you're not going to look at him and say, this guy needs to show me something. I don't know what the conversation is between the two of them. All I know is that it gets more expensive by the day for the Cowboys to not have him in camp and in the fold with his CeeDee Lamb on a dotted line. And when he isn't in such a fold, he's not coming to camp, and he didn't show up today. Now, listen, we make big things of it here on June 4th because it's not September 4th. It's not like they're getting ready to play the Cleveland Browns on opening weekend.
True. This
coming Sunday. And the fact that he's not here now, does that mean the Cowboys are not going to win the Super Bowl this year? Of course not. Of course not. It's just something to talk about. But it's also something that if you are a head coach and you are trying to build a team and you're doing through these team building and everybody's in the building and this guy isn't, how do you handle it? What does it mean? And Mike McCarthy, to his credit today, did not use one of the coaching cliches in his response to where is CeeDee Lamb. Hit it.
CeeDee's status, and have you had any conversations with him or expect him here to see him before?
CeeDee's not here today, so. And I'll tell you what, you guys do such a hell of a job with attendance, so I'll make sure you have some work to do at practice. So that's your one for the day. Okay, we'll see how good you are. So.
Great answer, Mike McCarthy.
Mike McCarthy.
Oh man, am I gonna like this guy now or what?
Mike McCarthy.
He essentially gave you the I can only talk about who's here, right?
That's what, but he didn't say
it,
that.
but
He gave us a nice soundbite.
Yeah,
He's using a little bit of humor to try and take the bite out of the situation because you could see he's not terribly happy. Because he can't control whatever the heck the Joneses are talking to CeeDee Lamb about or not.
True.
And he knows in this all-in season, he needs CeeDee Lamb in. And he needs all of them there, you know?
Does he ever?
He needs all of them there. You know who's there today is Micah Parsons. And you know he's on the list to get paid too.
See, he's looking for
But
a bag.
Micah showed up. It's tough to say I'm not coming if you're sitting courtside rooting for the Dallas Mavericks. You're in town. You're there.
Right. I mean, we've seen you on video.
We've seen you there. We know you're in town. We know you're in town.
Eating popcorn.
Yeah,
and-
going at it with Anthony Edwards.
Yeah. Free shoes.
So now comes the question is, how much contact are you having with him? Like, what's going on? Because we're trying to figure out, again, like, is he totally off the map? Is he totally off the radar screen? Is he totally shutting you out? Like, what's going on? And Mike McCarthy, to his credit, did not give us a cliched answer on this front either. He's all grown up, Mike McCarthy. Hit it.
CeeDee and in all those types of situations, he's in a business situation. You know, everybody's engaged, and I have no qualms or don't lack no confidence as far as our vets being ready. My focus is because right now the younger players are passing the written part of it. They're able to get through the walkthrough, and but let's be honest, we're not going to really know until we get to training camp and see them really go full speed, put pads on, and things like that. So. I mean, it's always been about crossing thresholds of your teaching program and so forth. So, yeah, for all the veteran players, they've been engaged, and we'll be in a great spot. It's really about the young guys.
Mike Todorch with ESPN. How has CeeDee been engaged away from there? Has it been similar meetings that you guys have had with Mike and things like that?
He's been engaged. I can just tell you that. He's been engaged.
And then
that's my word for the day. I said it 6 times. So, engaged. So.
And with Mike, do you expect him to jump in and do everything as if you've been around?
He's engaged also. So.
Different question.
What the hell? You're not going to practice today, or what? You got lunch date or what?
You expect him to do?
Well, check him out. Yeah, check him out.
He's grown up and he's grown up and he's grown up. Should jump on this desk right now. Mike McCarthy, he's engaged.
I mean, he's getting it all out since he's not going to be the coach next year.
Oh,
So, get it out now.
But
I go from should I like this guy to now you're getting him fired.
you know what? Give me what were they really thinking? I'm going to go here. We weren't planning on doing this, but I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this for Mike McCarthy.
What were they really thinking?
I wish I had. Maybe we should get one of those Cowboy cups to place in front of me like he always has in front of him.
Oh, you have one over there?
Do you have a
too?
styrofoam Cowboy?
Somebody sent you one, I think.
I've got so much stuff over here.
So I place it in front of
Damn
me.
act together.
There it is. See him right there?
Oh,
You see that right there?
Is that styrofoam?
I wish I had his. I think that's styrofoam.
Man, that was
Styrofoam.
that's good.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
nice.
Listen, this is what I think he would like to say. Listen, we're supposed to be all in. We're supposed to be all in, right? I'm all in. I don't have a contract after this year. All right? I'm here. I'm all in. I know every single possible second that I need to be here. Everybody needs to be here because all in, the boss says that he's all in for a split second. Kind of thought that meant I might get Derrick Henry. I might get a few free agents. He might actually extend Dak to start, take that pressure off the situation and go ahead and create some cap space, give some to CeeDee, give some Micah, get everybody nice and happy going into the summer so I don't have to sit here and answer your questions about this sort of thing. They're engaged. I'm not going to tell you how engaged they are. Why the hell would I do that? Because guess what? Some of them aren't as engaged as I want them to be. And it's not my fault that CeeDee Lamb's not here. The guy who says that we're all in I guess he's just sitting back and waiting to push all his chips to the center of the table because I know he's got to give it to CeeDee Lamb, and I know he's got to give it to Micah, and I'd like him to give it to his quarterback so he could start creating this space for us to actually get everybody in here. So what are you asking me for? Show up to practice. And I'm trying to make a light of it because guess what? The smile is my friggin' umbrella right now. How's that?
Great.
Do you think he wants to say that to everybody right now? Because he's not the one who can figure out how to pay CeeDee Lamb and how to figure out how to pay Micah Parsons, figure out how to pay Dak Prescott. He does know all three of those guys are the guys who's going to get him another contract there. And he does know that those three guys are going to eventually get paid. And if they don't perform very well, he's the one who's not getting the contract. And all three of them are going to get paid to stick around because these are the guys who make up the Dallas friggin' Cowboys. So how's he going to answer the question about engaged? Get the hell out of here. I'm thinking about getting a divorce.
I know it's never happened before, and obviously it wouldn't happen, but what if a coach held out? Like, he's got no contract next year. Why can't he hold out? Hey, you know what? I'm not coming to OTAs. I want a new contract.
Yeah, that's kind of defeating the purpose.
You know what I mean? Why can't we have coaching holdouts?
That will instantly find yourself on the unemployment line if you...
Well, because coaches are lifers. They are lifers. They are dedicated to the craft lifers. And they know. Do you know how many times Mike McCarthy's probably told a family member, we got to pack a box?
Oh, yeah.
Mooch once told me, I think he moved his family almost 20 times.
They're always renting.
Right. And so they understand that. But he also understands it's a results-oriented business. And last year's result, what's the word for it? I have it written down here. Sucked. So he knows the way that the owner is responding to this is to say, we're all in. The question is the star receiver's not here. And it's not his fault the star receiver's not there. I don't think the star receiver misses, say, week 1 against Cleveland. I don't think this is going to rise to that standard. But if reps matter in June, they're not getting them. So that's what's going on. That's what's up in the Metroplex today. Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.